When have I ever failed you in a difficult hunt? You can't name a single time out of what, 12 years?
I can name one, but I can't remember it, and it wasn't even your fault. we honestly didn't know what would happen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I remember the feeling because I was both surprised. I mean, we were both surprised about it. Like, we were so ready and everything, and then we got wiped in seconds. I think it was a fatty. I don't know which one, but I remember we both stepped out after having fainted once. We both fainted in an attack because we were down on the ground when we shouldn't be, and we came out of the camp area, but apparently one of our cats was out on the field still, and it had targeted it right in front of the door that we come in from, and we both died.
I don't remember this.
I do, because it was so shocking. So that was the fastest match that we had against, I think it was White Fatalis.
It sounds like a White Fatalis situation.
It was so jarring though, because we were both pissed off that we died in the way we did.
Is it kind of dark that Soulseer Mizu is born with both eyes and then...
Wait a second, are you serious?
Yeah, go hatch the egg and
left.
No! And then they're gone!
Oh no!
That's kind of dark.
Oh shit!
A little dark. It's definitely born with both eyes and then they're gone.
Oh, I'm mad you noticed. I'm mad you pointed it out.
Wait, it hatched, and then I was like, it looks exactly like the other Mizos. I was like, does it have its eyes? And I saw them both bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, glowing with light and life, and then I was like, wait, is it gonna look at its eyeball? And it definitely does. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
When it hits puberty.
That's pretty rough. Oh my god.
Oh my god, we just took a bat to it when it got of age.
Yikes! Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Slash marks across his eyes. That's pretty dark, dude. I hope
I don't know what to say to that. I can't believe
that.
I can't believe you noticed it like that. Oh my!
Yikes! That is pretty dark.
I mean, I guess they could have just animated being all beat up as it came out of the egg, but still.
I mean, damn. Could have done it a little different.
Is there another monster similar to that?
That does that? Like, no, not really.
Oh yeah, I can't. Except for like a Deadeye Garuga. You know what? We haven't had that deviant yet.
Oh yeah.
Shit. We probably won't be. Cause like what? There's a bunch of deviants that we don't have.
Now that you mention it, what the fuck is up with deviants and missing eyeballs?
They lost it in a fight.
Like, what is going on? I'm posting the next one, Jake.
Which one are you doing?
Elder Frost.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Unless there's something like.
Hurry up and join. I don't think I added a password to it.
Nani?
I forgot.
I think I did local. Wait, no, I did online. I had to change my party out. I can't believe you've done this to me.
What?
Ooh, I got here in time.
You know what they need to do? I hate to say this, but
I got it.
I think in order to
Hell yeah.
make you as the player kind of push you or force you to use a variety of different monsters, they need to make it so that certain monsters can't learn certain genes and or abilities. There should be there should be some restrictions to like get you to kind of like open your world up to like, okay, I have to use other monsters instead of like you can basically give any monster anything, and so you can, you know, there's no reason to use anything else other than the ultimate ones you decide to make, unless you just want to for the hell of it, like what Jake's doing, basically.
Like if you really want a Popo.
Yeah, like if you really want to like super powerful Popo, like you could do that, like if you want to, but you certainly don't have to.
Well, then, so a problem with that is it restricts you from having, like, let's Kaba, right? Easily not a very, like, comparative to other monsters. Regular Tetsu is not that strong. Especially since it's an early game monster.
What specific restrictions? I mean, yeah, that could be up for a debate. I mean, just because I'm not talking about like, you know. So what I'm insinuating is the same thing that what Pokemon does. Some Pokemon can't learn certain things, like, and so that kind of like, if you want, like, there might be specific skills that you're looking for, and that might mean that you have to open up your party to other Pokemon. Basically, it kind of pushes you to use other Pokemon. Like, there's nothing like that in this game currently, because there's nothing that pushes you to use other monsters. Like, you can just use whatever the fuck you want, really.
The one thing that does kind of make you do that is only in terms of the overworld.
Yes, the overworld does do that, which is then at the same time eliminated online. Which is, I mean, I guess I can see why it's eliminated online. But you know what? You know what? My biggest gripe about that, as you just stated, is that a lot of the like terrain that has you climbing stuff, jumping stuff, doing stuff, there's nothing there. It's just empty. There's nothing to find.
You're talking about in these?
Yeah, just in general. Just in general. Like, throughout the entire game. Like, there's, like, you can climb vines onto ledges that are just empty. There's nothing up there. Like okay. I mean, I guess. It's just a weird thing to incorporate and then not have anything to be found in doing so. It's just weird. Like, what is the point of me climbing up here? Or what is the point of me jumping over this fucking ravine?
I've never seen so many Jade Bear-offs in the same room. Did you go by this room?
Huh?
You must have gone by this room. There's like 2 Jade Bear-offs, like, real close to each other.
I have no idea where you are, actually.
Coming up on you soon.
I just think this game could benefit from a little bit of gene restriction, a little bit, just a smidge. How they decided to make that look, I don't know, but
How do I get the other expedition party slots?
what?
How do I get these other locked expedition party slots?
You have to buy them from the cat, I believe, the bottle cap.
Yeah, where is
Ooh,
it?
I did not want to get in a fight with that thing, thank God.
Yay,
I'm already at the end. I must have missed something. Especially, you know what, gene restriction, especially if they're going to remove the whole, like, your monster changing based on its genes, like, physically speaking. Like, if you're going to remove that entire system, like, and make every fucking monster look the same regardless of what genes they have, then just give me some gene restrictions then.
That's, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
This goes back to our conversation. Too much openness can also be a problem.
Yeah, but since you've already brought up, like, restricting like elemental changes and like.
I said if that's what they're going to do, which is what they've done, like they completely.
I know that's on top of it. Like you're saying, on top of that, do that, right?
Yes.
Nah.
If they're going to do that, then that makes it even more the case.
Nah, not for me, bro.
Like
I like having the variety.
too much openness again can cause a problem, and I think it does
With genes. So why do you think that with this?
So what I'm saying is that this game is built in a way that, okay, let's say I'm at end game now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say I can give any genes I want to anyone, to anything. And so let's say I have a team and I have all this team like with all these different genes, and I've given a fucking, I don't know, like a fire dog, and I've given it nothing but water abilities or something stupid like that. Like, there's no reason for me to have to branch out and use other monsters. There's not going to be, other than just wanting to be silly and have fun, like some of the things you're doing, there's really no reason to play like that. It's not interesting. It might be interesting to some people like you, but like from a gameplay like stance, it's not really interesting. Like, and so you can basically bring any monster into any battle for any given reason and do the same and perform the same way. Like, it's so fucking open that it doesn't like push you to use any of the other mechanics or any of the other monsties or anything like that. Like, it just, do you get what I'm saying?
To a point, but also then
I don't find that to be fun. Like, if I'm gonna fight an ice monster, force me to use a fire monster or something related or something like I don't have to do that. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
kinda, but so it goes into like
the game doesn't give you a reason to use any the variety of monsters that it provides.
Thank you.
I mean, if you're so, I guess to your point, that only actually affects your type of playing.
So, to be clear, of course, not everybody's going to be, you know, on the same boat. But I think that what I'm saying, regardless of whether or not you enjoy that kind of gameplay, it's what I'm saying is true. Like, the game does not force you to use its variety of monsters at all.
No, yeah, no, not at all.
Like, it doesn't make you do that at all. And I think that that is boring. I think it's boring. Like, I think that it doesn't, it like, it makes fights like if you decide to bring a different team than me, like, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say.
Well, the game sounds cool because it has, like, you know, have a better chance of getting this monster to retreat if you battle it with this monster.
It does. So that, I think that is interesting. However, that mechanic is so like there's the way you can get monsters to retreat is so fucking easy to do that you don't have to. I've never done a single thing that it like the suggestions about getting monsters to retreat. Okay, be safe. The suggestions about getting monsters to retreat, I've never done a single one of them because you don't have to. Again, you don't have to. So it's kind of like, why even provide that information in the first place?
Well, to that point, I actually do follow their suggestions typically, not the really crazy ones, because I actually, you know, I take that back because I have done a couple of those, and it does. Let me. Oh, he's already okay. He's already in this phase. I'm going after the feet.
Game.
So
in my experience, like from going from what Dan says, talking about what Dan says specifically, this is kind of what I'm talking about actually. From my experience, my playthrough of this entire game, I've done pretty much almost every fucking thing in this game. I have not once used and or adhered to any of the information or specifics about using certain monsters for certain things to get monsters to retreat to capture them better. None of that has been useful and or needed to do anything. Like, it is so easy to, because of paintballs and like things, and like the retreat rate rises from you just killing it with a super and other things like that. These are all basic things that you do just normally through the fight. Because of that, you don't need any of that information. If you decide to do that, it's because you just want it to be extra. Like, that's really all it is.
I think
And
that's
so it would be nice, but it's not my opinion. It's true. I've done everything without using that information. I've gotten every monster and done everything else like without that information. It's not needed.
Because like I've used that information to get it, and I've never tried any other way. I like other than Gammas, I tried to brute force it. It did not work.
So what I'm saying is that you haven't done what I did, but I'm here to tell you that you can indeed, as you just put it, you can indeed brute force it just fine. None of that information was required or needed. And so it would be nice if it was. It'd be nice if you couldn't brute force it. Or maybe some things could be brute forced, but some things can't.
I think for the eggs,
the nuance.
I think maybe for the eggs that would have been fine. I don't think with the genes, because then, let's say I want to keep this team that I have, it might not be viable then for like PvP purposes, or even maybe even later. Oh, what's he doing? Is he pointing at me?
He's attacking your Rathalos.
I see that.
Or
I'm
she,
going
right?
to be, yep.
What for the tail?
I'm going. The tail's slashing. I'll take
Yes.
the tail.
Oh, too late.
Well, you won't destroy it in a hit, but so that's fine. But yeah. Anyways, maybe you will. Yep. There it is. I'm gonna say I forgot you're using a hammer. Oh, we doubled it. Look how strong the body is, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I've never been able to break it.
No,
Because it's
me
only
neither.
breakable during this part.
It's stupid. I'm assuming that if you do break it, then she won't be able to do her super.
Actually, we might be able to, dude. If she's...
Nah.
We have to build up our gauge.
We'd have to, like, yeah, nah. She's about to do
If
her
she
super.
attacks one more time...
Nope. She was like, I heard you talking about me.
Yeah, no, I like having the genes being available because I like giving my monsties variety like that. And I think being able to create like your Frankenstein monsters is kind of fun.
It is.
And then
to
you
an
could,
extent, but
you could also teach them different elements and stuff like that, even though they don't take on that element. Which is unfortunate.
I think. Oh wow, she didn't do any damage. Jeez.
Oh, because we broke all of her parts.
Wow. You didn't do shit. I just think it grows old really fast. I think that it's so. Again, like I think that it would be similar to Pokemon. Like Pokemon, I think gives a pretty like wide range of like customization with abilities for Pokemon. Like, of course, you know it's a lot harder to balance considering there are a lot more Pokemon. But Yeah, like there's a fuck ton, so it's a lot harder to balance. But like for the most part, like it gives a fair amount of like range, and so I don't think that like I'm not asking for like, you know, fucking tyrannical restrictions over genes. I just think that adding some walls here and there would create more nuance.
Well, here's a possible issue with that, and this goes to the Pokemon argument. That if people are looking for effectiveness, everybody's going to be running with legendary Pokemon. Just like if you wanted effectiveness in this game, everybody's going to be running with Elder Dragons. And me personally, the whole reason I have this team is because I actually don't want to use Elder Dragons. The only Elder Dragon that I am using is Nerd, because he's the only one I really want to use.
But I don't think so. What I'm saying,
enough, I like Nerd.
So I think you're viewing what I'm saying the wrong way. I think that. So what I'm saying is that some monsters would have access to some genes. So it's like if you want it, like let's say, kind of like how some of the monsters in this game come with specific skills that they have. So it's like, for example, fucking Kushala has the Elder Dominance ability. That only comes with Kushala. That is not found on anyone else. And so like, if you wanted that ability, you would have to use Kushala. Like you don't have to use Kushala to get the job done. But if you wanted to, if you needed that ability because you wanted to apply an elemental defense down in this shield because you're fighting some monster that's fairly difficult for you, you would need to pick Kushala. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get that. That's Kushala's unique skill.
So what I'm saying is that the restrictions that I'm speaking of would be that. It would be like, this skill can only be used with this monster or this specific grouping of monsters. I'm not asking for full restriction of genes. Like, there would still be a massive amount of customization and ability to customize monsters. It would just create and add more nuance to monster selection, team building, in reference to fights and like your opponents and what you're doing and the strategizing and all that nonsense.
Okay, if that's the case,
oh my god!
What was that attack?
Jeez, death.
Yeah, apparently I didn't even see it coming. I thought.
I didn't either. She didn't do that shit when I fought her.
Look at you! Pull it out. Okay.
That hurt.
We went from like, you know what? You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? You talked shit a little bit. You're like, oh, just use the power attacks. You had a Vegeta moment there.
I didn't see. She didn't do that. Well, I think I must have hit her with my super when she tried to do that because I didn't see that shit last time.
Yep. I think that was your little Vegeta moment for today.
The fuck.
He said all you use is power moves. You don't got anything else. And then all of a sudden, like, watch me.
She definitely just surprised me.
Okay, so clarifying what you said and everything. Okay, I can accept that. So like in case of Elder Dominance, in case of Teostra's Supernova, that should probably only be his attack.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Fine.
So like,
okay, I could say that's fine. And so that specificness, all right, I can get behind that idea.
As a matter of fact,
a Rathalos doesn't need to know Supernova.
Like as a matter of fact,
anything else, but
going off of that, like some attacks should be monster specific. Really, like Supernova is Kyo's special. Like, why would you be able to give that to someone else? I find that to be odd.
When I first saw it that it was available, I was like, ooh.
Wait a minute.
I'm doing the head.
I just realized that both of us were doing power, and I was like, wait a minute.
That's why I switched.
He does power. That's not good.
I'm going for the head first.
I don't know what I chose. I think I chose the body.
Damn, so close to breaking it in one go. Oh no, you definitely chose that leg.
I don't know. I didn't know what I picked.
Is it still attacking you? Okay, I'm gonna break
I
the
don't know
head.
what you did. I just like, so like right now, there's really no difference between me and your team. Not really, not truly. Like, other than the specific monster aesthetic, like, I don't know. I just find, like, I don't really, when I look at your team and I look at my team, I just, I don't see strategy. I just see that we pick these monsters because we like it.
Well, that's kind of one of the big, at least for me, that's what's comfortable in this game. It's like, 'cause you do get to choose the monsters that you like the most, and most of the time, people are going to choose it like that. I mean, I would think that's the same with Pokemon as well. You're going to choose the team that you like the most, maybe not be like super effective,
I mean,
but this
Pokemon-
game, it takes away. This game, I guess, you can choose what you like and have it be effective.
Pokemon is like that to a degree, but like there's still, well, let me not even get into Pokemon's battle system because I can't fucking stand it. Like,
I can get into that if you want.
Are you doing Are you gonna do
cannot
the tail or the
stand
nose?
the face.
The face. I'll do the tail.
I cannot stand Pokemon's battle system. It's so, I hate turn-based strategy fighting 1v1. I cannot stand it. It is so boring. It is so boring. Like, there is no nuance. I think playing Final Fantasy X, because that was one of my first RPGs ever, like, really set the standard for what I enjoy for turn-based battling. Like, having 3 or 4 people, and then, like, it just adds a lot of, like, ability to strategize and move around and pick certain options and do things. And, like, if it's not that, even 2 people, which was one of my biggest gripes about Monster Hunter Stories 1, the whole 2 people system, not cute. It wasn't cute. I didn't like it a lot, actually. I actually thought the whole 2 people battle system that Monster Hunter Stories 1 had was one of its biggest flaws.
But
Actually,
you can do double battles in Pokemon.
well, excuse me. The one of the biggest issues with the 2-party system that Monster Hunter Stories had, or 1 had, was that at a certain point in the game, it's basically all up to your monster to fucking win the fight. And, like, you just become this fucking support character, and then you try to get in damage. You kind of get you. Jake knows what I'm talking about. Like, you get hit so fucking hard that most of the time your character is on the defensive. Like, and you have to manage all the support and everything by yourself, and just hope that your monster does enough fucking damage to win. And then every once in a while you can get some damage in yourself. But, like, that was not cute. That was not cute at all. I hated that so much.
Well,
Like,
question though, wouldn't that kind of then tie back into the whole philosophy of that game and believing in your monstie, you know, putting faith in them? That
is that
they'll
what
be
it
able
was
to
supposed
get
to
through?
be?
I mean,
Because I couldn't fucking stand it. Like, I could not fucking stand it. Like, gosh.
Well,
What was it-
coming
what
from a
was the
game where you
point?
were, well, to be fair too, you came from a game where you were the damage dealer, so of course you wouldn't like that.
It's weird.
Yeah, I guess it didn't bother me so much. I did notice it, but
I
can see
hated
where
it. I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. I wanted to join in the fight too. I wanted to be a part of the fight too, but I couldn't be. I was stuck. It felt like being stuck on the fucking sidelines and watching this cool fight go on. And I got a bloody fucking nerd. Let's trade, Jake.
did you already do all yours?
Yeah, it only gave me 3 this time.
Weird. I thought like you were almost guaranteed one of these in the beginning.
2, actually. I could not stand that about that game. Oh my gosh. Like, man. They fixed it a bit in this game. because you can bring extra party members with you. You can't control them, but even having them creates more nuance to the fight and adds more strategy. Like it adds an extra layer of strategy to the fight that wasn't there before. So I can do that. Oh, I got a Kushala. Weird. Like I like that. I mean, I would prefer to be able to control them, but it's okay. It's okay that I can't. Oh, that was a Legiana. Ooh, weird.
This boy thick.
I think if anything, actually, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's just a theory, but
Your theory.
Monster Hunter Stories deals with, I think it would be hard for stories to, how do I say this? Because its roster is not as fucking huge as Pokemon, I think that it has such open variety and customization with genes to offset the fact that it has a smaller roster.
Probably, yeah. I can see that.
Versus, like, with Pokemon, the roster's so damn huge that the variety comes from the fact that you have so many fucking monsters to choose from. Whereas in this game, they decided they didn't have that, so they decided to give the variety, they put the variety inside the teams themselves.
I see that.
That's what I think.